Hi ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Genshin Impact 1.3 is happening right now. I hate you're talking so much. I'm really annoyed, even though I'm so excited for 1.3. But guess what? A brand new update 1.3 and my controller just fucking doesn't work. I spent like 20 minutes after I wasted time installing the game and everything. I spent like fucking an hour just sitting there like, oh great, now this doesn't work. Oh no, that doesn't work. Oh my god, I'm so fucking mad. I just want to break this whole thing apart because I'm just gone. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, maybe we should just, have fun, but let's back out and join back in because the whole game seems bugged because it's like the UI seems fucked. So some of y'all might be like, oh Grin, how did you fix it, buddy? Well I didn't. I just stopped using my controller I bought specifically for video games, and now I'm using my old PS4 controller which constantly disconnects, and it's just been a fucking nightmare. Thank you, Genshin, for saying that you gave us controller support on mobile while it fucked all the other people, or maybe it was just me. Probably just me. Hi ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. I am so happy to see you, and thank you for giving me the time of day. Now, second thing is, today, we have our Primo Gems. We're gonna roll for our boy XIAO, and in fact, if we go here, yep, I went down. So as you guys can see, XIAO is right there, and I cannot wait to roll on the banner. Hope to sweet baby Jesus that we do get XIAO. If we don't get him too quick, it's totally okay. Not gonna get into that in this video, but yes, this is the weapon banner. We know all that stuff. But the thing that we do not know is if XIAO is 100% up my alley yet. So, again, before you wish on any banner, please, oh please, test them out. Right here, test run. Oh good, they're bringing back like you being able to test all the characters. It was weird that they were starting to not let you test all of them because it was just kind of a weird take. Regardless, ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to let you know I am very much, because of the controller fuckery, I very much just want to like get to the meat and the potatoes, because I'm just over it. Like normally I'd be taking my time, I'd be like, oh my god, let's read shit. I'm just really on cloud 9 of frustration, so I apologize. You're just gonna have to deal with me here, and I hate that I'm this way, but it is definitely how I am. Okay, so first things first, one of the things that they actually disclosed to us in the the previous update thing is that basically you get enhanced regen in this game mode regardless of what you're doing. So yeah, just to note, you get your action skill and abilities back pretty damn quick. Just something to take note of. Also, this is weird. Okay, interesting, Mihoyo. So you're not holding back anymore. I kind of like that you didn't give us all the bells and whistles, but I guess no. This is really. Did they give you fucking consolation? No, they didn't give you consolation. Insane. So they're giving you a 5-star weapon, which just generally is so good. Like if you have a 4-star weapon that has max refine, in most cases it's still better to use a 5-star weapon just because the game scales off of your base attack. But yes, this is his weapon more or less. It has crit rate when you level it up. Oh my god, that's a lot of crit rate, as well as you level him up, he gets a passive crit rate buff. That's his ascension abilities. Every single time you level him up, he gets a crit rate, which is amazing. Regardless, basically the spear works as you just attack things and you'll start building stacks and deal more damage and all that mental crazy stuff, which is why it's partnered with him. Also, this is one of those sets that people were saying that's going to be pretty good for XIAO, is 2-piece Animo or Vanessa or whatever it is, and 2-piece Gladiator for the base attack bump. I don't know. This is probably going to be his best set, but I just don't want to just pogo forever. I would like to actually melee and see all like the beautiful animations of it all, not just pogo. So yeah, but this is a good set. This is what most people are kind of going to be using. I don't know what the substats on there, but to go over his skills, just in case you guys have no idea about XIAO, we kind of went over it all this whole week, but he has a very fast attack combination of 6 fast strikes, as well as his ease, just a quick dodge. He gets 2 charge of these. No, still 10-second cooldown on this. Again, 400, it doesn't scale too bad, but again, it's just the fact that it's a movement ability with a 10-second cooldown that's unlocked when you get consolation. That's a little shit. Regardless, can you back-to-back this? You cannot. There's a couple seconds of delay. Also, it costs so much. But again, in the test arena, they give you on a passive level more energy regain. So yeah, it's not like you're going to experience that outside of it unless you have a shit ton of energy recharge and all that stuff. But regardless, it's not going to be something you can back to back, which is pretty shit. But anyways, passive things. Xiao does more damage when his ult, as his ult goes on, up to 25% more damage, pretty solid. When you basically space out your wind teleports, your E, as to make it so that you can get the max stacks possible, allowing it to hit that much harder. And of course, you get a passive buff of climbing, is lowering your stamina when you climb. It's not that bad. Okay, so his attack is pretty solid. Crit rate, really solid. Crit damage, pretty okay. Regeneration, 130, not great. And they buffed his animal damage and all that stuff, so he has an animal goblet. Yeah. So, them fuckers, he should smash, just because they gave him all the things that, like, you probably should have him have anyway. Let's do this. Boom! Love it! Love it! Also, this is just his base melee attacks. Also, yeah, that feels pretty good. 2,000 per hit? That's not bad, but then again, he's fully built. I kind of liked it when he wasn't fully built. That way you didn't know the potential. Anyways, we're going to don the mask, start losing health. We're going to get crazy, good amount of AoE damage. Look at it. We're going to use his charge attack. Boom. Charge attack. Boom. Love it. We're going to do plunge attacks. Plunge attacks. Pogoing, baby. It does a lot more damage than your basic combos, which kind of is sad, because it's just, this is, I don't know, seems like a less fun bit of gameplay. Just pogoing forever. And again, the alt increase is a thing, and your jump height is massively increased. And yes, you're just pogoing like you wouldn't believe. There's a timing to it, like as soon as you hit the ground, give it like a second, and you'll be able to do it again. No, let's not exit the stage. Yeah, so this is his mask. So as you guys can see, we're also taking damage. I thought I didn't exit it, but I guess I did. My bad. But as you guys can see, we're taking damage while donning the mask. I will get back in there. but yeah. Okay, well, we did have like almost all, we donned the mask twice and we got almost all the way down to like 30% health. Also, it's cool that his mask is sitting on his hip like that. But anyways, our attack combination is pretty quick. It did look faster in the trailer, at least for me. Oh, maybe that's why. Maybe you just gotta like jump into it and it's like the angle in which you see it, it looks fast. But his charge attack scales really well. And as you guys seen, his jump attack, when you activate your ult, his jump and plunge deal pretty solid damage to almost a degree where it seems like if you don't pogo, you're gonna not be doing enough, but we'll see. Again, I don't want to jump the gun, but his E is pretty chill, and his hold does decent damage. But it does look like you're just kind of trying to bide your time until you can get your ult, which everyone kind of suspected, because again, the ult just gives you so much stuff. And of course, using his E gives us his ult that much faster. But this is his melee damage, 2,000. It doesn't seem that much more than what we had. Okay, well, this is a thing, I suppose. Well, the mask came off. All right. Well, big oof. Big yikes. Didn't I? Okay. Regardless, you can accumulate your E pretty fast, except you can't, because again, like I said, I gotta remember that in this training arena, they give you XP. They put that in like tiny letters in the last update to basically be like, hey, just so you guys know, we're gonna be giving you. Usually we build them for like all like massive energy regen, but this time around we're just gonna be building them for damage, which honestly. Yeah, I was like, with him having all these things, like decently high crit damage, I was expecting a little bit more. Right there, we hit for 40,000 or 14,000. That's not that bad. And again, we're hitting most of the time we're hitting for at least 1,000, and he hits quite quickly. I wonder if it's better just doing charge attacks, if you can just back-to-back charge attacks. It does look like there's nothing like bad about that. It doesn't look like you're like it does. I thought they would maybe put them in the air too much or something. Well, again, this, yeah, 26,000? Is that what it just said? 23,000. Opposed to this. Yeah, there's no competition. It was 10,000? Okay, I don't know. It just seems like there's no point to not do this all the time. Which seems really weird. Oh, not really weird, sorry. It just seems like, oh, kind of makes me sad. Like, again, I was hoping that like this right here, like look what we're doing. We're just like an animo beast. Just everything's flowing off of us, and it's not just this. You know, like this, I don't know why they would just make it so that's the only, well, again, this guy's built to pogo. Maybe if you have the gladiator set with the 40% damage buff, maybe that will even the playing field a little bit more, so that you can ping between both. Because I was hoping to, I knew what he was from the get-go. But yeah. That's pretty fun. Also, just in case you guys don't know, for XIAO, if you jump in the air and then you do your dash, you actually can like hit ruin guards' heads, and even like big ass ruin guards that fly up in the air. You can do the same thing, except for them you need to get your ult, get the massive jump height, and then of course do your dash, which is pretty legit. I didn't even use Barber there, which Barber would heal him. Basically, that's what they're trying to say is like, hey, XIAO kills himself, so let's chill out. Let's be careful, you know. Again, I think we're pretty good though. I want him. All things. I'm ready to build him. I want another DPS. Again, they don't have him built to me. Chill out. I was about to say that. Well, I'm not sure, but they don't have him built for like his normal as attacks to be able to kind of be in the same sphere as his death from aboves. But no, his death from aboves, it's just not even a competition. It's just like 23 damage per every sec. It's pretty wild. And I think they did give him good artifact sets, which is a little shit. Okay, but this is something I wanted to confirm. We put on the mask and we do a dash through enemies. Yeah, we don't get any elemental particles. What you guys seen right there is death. So when we kill an enemy, we do attain a particle, but that's only on kill, not anything else. But yeah, no, this is solid. Again, the only thing that we may want to do is heal ourselves with Barber, and that's the only thing we're kind of fucking up on. Otherwise, we're pretty good. Regardless, that's XIAO. I can't wait to roll for him in a couple minutes. Again, fully ready to go for pity. Hopefully, I don't have to. My night's been pretty rough. If fate could shine upon me so that I'm less bitter and pissed, it would be great. Ah! Oh, I do want to see one quick thing though. Do you think they like we can see the boss on the map now, the new boss, or nah? It'd be cool if we could. That way we could like literally, because I just don't know where they're gonna like put him and like how we're gonna. Oh no, they did. It's right there. Holy shit, yeah, right there, new boss. So we can just immediately start farming for XIAO. Good shit. Yeah, XIAO needs that one rock right there. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but yeah, it's pain. Regardless, next character, let's go for over all of them. The ones I talked a mad shit about. Listen, they're not bad, they don't really fit anywhere, but again, they kind of do. I just, like again, when you have nothing, anything is good. And now that I have already like pre-established healers and stuff like that, getting another healer would kind of just make my resources spread out, and I can't have that, even though I know this character's good. And again, I guess there's just an argument for like eventually they're going to be even better. But we've messed around with Diona. Diona's fantastic. She's a good healer. She's a special kind of healer that can actually apply a cleanse. But she's not a main DPS or anything like that. But again, she's mainly into that. She's big into preventative damage, so you basically can deal a pretty decent amount. And then
you're in for a little shock. Blitz.
How am I phrasing this properly? But yeah, basically preventative damage is the idea of you putting on a shield, kind of like a Zhongli, except she also has the addition of healing people. So you can actually get into this zone. The only reason why I don't think XIAO is going to love this too much is because of the nature of XIAO, which is that he's going to be pogoing and jumping all over the place and not remaining in the zone, basically. He's going to be pushing enemies out of the zone, and I think that's just going to be a headache for most people who are actually playing him. But yes, Diona is a solid healer. Again, in conjunction with everything, she can be fantastic. Again, she's a character that can apply a freeze, and pretty consistently at that. She's also really good if you happen to have 2 constellations for her, because you unlock one of her best abilities, which is basically shield your whole team. So when you're playing in co-op, if you have a Diona there, she's like probably one of the better supports in the entire game, because she just can constantly apply a shield. And if she has any sort of like weapon that can give her evac quicker, that's just all the more right. And also she gets healing, so like what's not to like? It's also cryo. Any enemy in here will be taking cryo damage. So yeah, if you don't have any Genyu and stuff like that, and you're planning on getting a Hu Tao later this speculated month, good shit, you'll be able to get that done. So again, works out. A character that out of all of them would probably be the one that I'm probably the most happy to get outside of XIAO. Bido is fine. I think the rest are fine. Again, they're not bad characters. It's just they're characters that I don't have any interest in really building, right? So that's kind of where we're falling apart. But again, if you don't have any characters, or if you're planning on building them, good shit. Again, it's not that they're bad. And all that stuff. Well, I probably should have finished that. Regardless, we have experienced Bido. Where Bido falls short, though, is her counter damage, which is such a fun mechanic, but you can never sync it up because the AI in this game sometimes just doesn't aggro to you. So again, Bido is like a DPS / tank. It's all about waiting, hitting, and then smash with a counter hit. But also there is a way to play Bido with a support twist, basically, to where you basically build her just to spam her E. You also can just quickly spam that out, but it's less damage. It really scales off of you actually being able to absorb a hit before you actually launch that. And yeah, I don't know, Bido seems fun. It just also seems like a weird time. Like a weird time. Because again, like her look is so cool, her attack combination's pretty dope as well. It's just she never actually, like, it doesn't work out. Like this is what a lot of people use her for, is switching over to another character and just using her E to basically smash. And using Kaya in conjunction, just overcharging super conduct. But basically, Bido's ult works as every single time you melee an enemy, you set an electric charge off, which is amazing for like synergizing with your team and all these things. And again, you just want to keep back-to-backing her ult. And again, if you have her with enough elemental recharge, which is how you kind of build her for support as well as electricity damage, then you can just basically use her as a Shincho clone, basically. Thank you, Tagany! I'm not sure you guys can see. I'm getting good luck wishes. Love it. Thank you kindly. It's been a rough day. It's been a rough couple hours, I'll be honest. Having to troubleshoot my controller and just ultimately giving up was rough. And nightmares, some would say. Hit me, please. Thank you. It doesn't matter because you have a shield. Isn't that fun? Fun mechanics. It's the best. That is. Give me my points. Leave me alone. But no, her ult's solid. Especially if you have a fast attacking main DPS. Oh, I don't know. Like a XIAO. XIAO could probably be pretty good with him. Is it the best for XIAO? I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. Yeah. And last but not least, Rock Girl, who is also fantastic. She is kind of a tank, and she's pretty good if you get a lot of constellations for her, and she can support Razor. But other than that, she's a kind of a weird one. Again, she's not bad. No character in this game is kind of bad. It's just whether they fit into your team, and of course, she's a weird kind of fit. But anyways, more characters you get in your zone, the better it is. Now, the thing with her that I think falls apart that you guys need to be aware of is her shield. Basically, if it breaks, you lose out on a ton of pyro basically, because when you get multiple people in the same zone as you, it's actually fantastic. This, I didn't know which button that was. We'll do this. Did I not proc that? Oh, that sucks. Anyways, if you have enough characters in your area, you're gonna actually cause this like pulsing of fire to happen, which is amazing. But if you get hit once, your shield's gone, and that's by design. She has one of the lowest shield capacities in the game, which to me seems such a weird take. That the fact that she has to have such a low shield capacity, even though there's characters like a Xingqiu who have basically this constant elemental output, and it just seems like weird that she has that nullification, you know, whereas he does not.
Oh, so sorry.
But she does hit pretty hard. She's a Claymore user. Her attack combinations are not bad. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's just mundane showcase of just by everybody. Again, Diona to me it's weird because like they should probably give you better DPSs than Kaya and what's her name for Diona, because it just kind of makes her feel like any support is kind of feels weird, with the exception of like a DPS support like Albedo. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is the new characters. Feels pretty fantastic. How do you guys feel about that? That now they're giving us, like in the trial run, now they're putting all the bells and whistles on the main character, right? I kind of don't like that, because like you kind of get to see like them hitting for 20,000 damage, which to me is almost like, I don't know. I like to be able to see that, like within. I don't know. It just seems weird that they're like, hey, if you get all of these like amazing artifacts, good. But if you don't, less good. You know. But ladies and gentlemen, in the next part, probably gonna upload this first 1.3. I'm so sorry to be greeting you with anger and vitriol, but I had a real rough time. And again, of course, with every update, they're like, we fixed this controller. No, you didn't. You really didn't. You really fucked me here. You really fucked my whole day up with this shit. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I hope no one else had to go through it. But guys, next video, we're going to be spending the Primo gems that I have. And again, if we have to go all the way to Pity, it'll be unfortunate, but I'm willing to do it because I need another main DPS. I know Hu Tao's around the corner. Wish me luck. Thank you so much for your time, and goodbye.